Hello and welcome to CarDekho.com, and we're in beautiful Jaipur city, right at the top of this historic armored fort. And we're here with something that Maruti aims to make history with yet again, the all-new Maruti Baleno. Now I've been the owner of the previous Baleno for almost a decade, and I've loved every bit of it. While the earlier car went up against the likes of the Honda City and the other sedans, the new car in its hatchback avatar goes up against the likes of the Honda Jazz and the Hyundai i20 Elite. With buyers lapping up premium offerings by the dozen, this is definitely the right product at the right time. But what does it bring to the table? Let's find out.
Based on the IK2, we're pleased that the Baleno doesn't look drastically different from the concept car. What that means is it looks striking, imposing, and not to mention very pretty. The Baleno follows a liquid flow design, which is mighty evident from the rounded edges and the smooth flowy lines that envelope the car. Up front, you get smoked out headlamps housing projectors as well as daytime running LED lamps. The headlamps also get a splash of chrome detailing that flows into the top half of the V-shaped grille beautifully. The design on the grille and the air dam complement the rounded looks. The side shows off the muscular proportions nicely with the flared wheel arches and the large 16-inch wheels. The A, B and C pillars are blacked out, owing to which the Baleno pulls off the floating roof look easily. The window line swoops upwards as it moves past the front door. Couple that with the sharply raked rear windscreen and what you get is a very sporty profile. Over to the rear, the Baleno houses rounded tail lamps, a subtle spoiler and a couple of reflectors on the massive rear bumper. To top it all off, the Baleno has garnishes of chrome around the grille, along the window line, on the door handles and on the boot as well. The minimalistic use of chrome looks super classy and does not look garish in any manner whatsoever. We had quite a lot of people giving the car second and even third glances. That should sum up the looks of the car quite well.
The interiors of the Baleno are a welcome change and is right on par with the S-Cross. In fact, everything feels properly well made and good to touch and click. The all-black theme with the silver accents look pretty good as well, and I think Maruti's done a great job when it comes to the insides. Once on the driver's seat, you're greeted by a familiar steering wheel which gets all the audio and the telephony controls. The instrument console gets a cool backlight, and the top-spec Baleno gets an MID, a multi-information display that is, which displays some really cool graphics about how much power and torque you're using. That's a really cool touch. We're in the back seat of the Baleno, and as you can see, sitting three abreast shouldn't be much of a problem as the Baleno is quite wide. Now the Baleno is just under 4 meters of length, but still Maruti's managed to squeeze out quite a bit of legroom here. What you do not get in the car, however, are rear AC vents and a center armrest. Other than that, there's nothing much to complain about. The windows are nice and large and make the cabin feel quite airy, despite it being predominantly black.
Putting in all black interiors is a bold move, especially considering the climate in our country. However, the Baleno has that covered as well. It gets UV cut glasses which reduce the UV rays entering the cabin. And the all-black theme isn't the only thing borrowed from the S-Cross. The infotainment screen that sits pretty in the center console is from the elder S-Cross as well. It gets a very cell phone-like user interface and is extremely intuitive to use. You can play music from a host of sources and the unit gets navigation as well. The party piece, however, is that the Baleno gets Apple CarPlay. You can connect your iPhone using CarPlay and have Siri play music, make calls and send text on the move. Other features include a start-stop button, rake reach adjust for the steering wheel, voice commands and a rear camera. As is the norm in this segment, the Baleno gets automatic climate control as well. The circular display for the temperature and fan speed is unique and does blend in nicely with the overall design of the dash. The large cabin is cooled effectively by the unit and we had no reason to complain whatsoever. There are plenty of cubby holes to store your bottles and knickknacks around the cabin, and it gets a large 339-litre boot for the luggage as well. Overall, the Baleno does offer a nice blend of technology, comfort and space, just what the doctor ordered for this segment.
Now before we come to the engine options, let me point out that the Baleno comes with dual airbags, ABS and EBD standard across all variants, and we definitely appreciate that. Coming to the engines, the Baleno gets the same proven 1.2 litre petrol and the DDI's diesel motors. Now the petrol isn't really a scorcher with just 85 PS on tap, but what you do get is a very refined engine with a very linear power delivery. The diesel on the other hand gets 75 PS, which is a little disappointing considering the Swift already comes with a 75 PS tune, and we would have loved to see the Baleno with 90 PS on tap. On the gearbox front, no 6-speed gearbox here, just the 5-speed which offers very precise shifts, especially on the diesel. The petrol gearbox is a tad bit notchier. For people looking for an automatic option, Maruti is offering a CVT gearbox as well. Now this isn't ideal for performance when you compare it to say the Volkswagen twin clutch gearbox, and that's thanks to the rubber band effect which CVTs are known for, but then it works quite well in city conditions. Now coming to the ride and handling bit, Maruti seems to have done a stellar job in this department. The suspension feels taut, but at the same time it absorbs bad surfaces and potholes quite well. What I specifically liked is the steering feel. Now it's neither too heavy, which means I can chuck it around easily around town, and it's neither too light, which is an absolute boon on the highways when you're doing triple digit speeds. However, we will reserve our final judgment about ride and handling when we take the car in more testing conditions around the streets of Bombay rather than these smooth surfaces of Jaipur.
The Baleno is based on Suzuki's new generation platform. The platform plays a key role in the car's effort to shed weight. The car is lighter by approximately 100 kilograms and is 10% stronger as well. Maruti Suzuki also claimed that the new platform is crucial in controlling NVH levels and structural safety too.
We've spent 2 days driving the new Baleno and we like what it brings to the table. It's got a new refreshing styling, it's got good well-equipped interiors, and it's got a good balance of ride and handling too. Yes, it could do with a little more power from both the diesel and the petrol engines, but then it more than makes up for that with good fuel efficiency. Now the Baleno is the second product in the Nexa lineup, and we see prices to be on par with the Hyundai i20 Elite and the Honda Jazz. But if Maruti manages to price it a rung lower, we definitely see it causing the competition a lot of worry. That's all we have for today. Hope you liked our review. Please don't forget to share, like, comment and subscribe to the CarDekho channel.